Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a team that moves the ball well. The Rams are top 10 in first downs, and they'll be up against a Saints team that wants to be able to control the pace. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Gott and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. And a few short moments ago, running back Todd Gurley trying to fire up the Ram faithful here in Southern California as his guys get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they come in off the very rare tie a game ago.
And it'll be interesting to see what their mindset is going into this game. Sometimes that can be a deflator, and sometimes that can just really make you mad and more determined the next time out.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. Leading them out, one of the all-time greats. Hard to believe in his 17th season now, Drew Brees.
Well, in prep for this one, it was fun talking with the defensive staff because they had to review last week's game tapes where he threw for over 400 yards. And they started ho-humming that performance. And finally, you said he threw for over 400. That's got to be significant. That's why he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
They better be careful what they wish for, ho-humming. He might do it again here in this one. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. They run again with Peterson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And a look now at the offense for New Orleans.
Quarterback Drew Brees and head coach Sean Payton understand the passing game as well as anyone in the NFL, which led to a rating last year of #1 in passing and #1 in total overall offense. But the thing that they really do well is get the ball downfield. They understand holes in defenses, find receivers that well. But what they need to add, the running game back to their mix. When they went to the Super Bowl and won it, they were #6 in the NFL. Last season, #16.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The defense here for the Rams.
I got a kick out of talking last year with Aaron Donald about how when he came out of college, many NFL teams thought he might be undersized to play defensive tackle. Instead, he's been a perennial all-pro, Pro Bowl player since day one, and offenses are still searching for ways to block him and keep him from disrupting their offense.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Peterson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. With that last carry, Adrian Peterson has gone over 12,000 yards in his career. He becomes the 16th member of that elusive club.
How about that? The next 3 guys that are on the list that he can pass, all Hall of Famers. Thurman Thomas, Franco Harris, and Marcus Allen. No wonder his dad called him AD for all day. That man can go.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 12 yards of a fresh set of downs.
And I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I play always different when they see a guy running the ball well, play action and throw it now because it's wide open. Well, other coaches stop him, that big boy is going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
He tied in, it's Gerald Everett. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Gone. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And here are the defensive starters, and their coordinator is hoping that they have short-term memories from last week.
A very tough week indeed, Brandon. All they want to do now is be solid right out of the gate. No big plays given up early.
2nd and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play out.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here? And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's eventually brought down, but not before he reaches the 39, just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Again, Peterson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
The catch made over the middle by Ginn. At the end of one, plenty of scoring here already. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, Peterson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And Ginn's got it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Breeze will try again on second down. He goes underneath to Ingram. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity map to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And Lutz puts this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Dumps it off to Gurley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
To throw on second down is gone. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Second down now after the incompletion. Throwing again is gone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ken Crawley, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Breeze now to throw. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Breeze finding Snead there for a Saint first down. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off.
Pass interference. Offense.
Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Breeze on third down. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front.
False start. Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Again, it's Breeze. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Now, Breeze again. And he's got his man, that's Snead. Touchdown, New Orleans. Willie Snead, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints move back within a couple of the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Austin's got it left side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. A reminder coming up at halftime. Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. On 2nd down, here's Goff. He's going to get this one to the rookie, Cooper Kupp. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd and 10. Goff again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Well, if you haven't gotten enough football this Thanksgiving weekend, there's still more to come. Tonight,
yes,
you're pumped up. It's 2 of the most storied franchises in NFL history doing battle, the Packers and Steelers from Heinz Field. Then tomorrow night, more. Wrap up your Cyber Monday with the Texans at the Ravens from Baltimore.
Man, is it time to start shopping already?
Just go online, man. It said Cyber Monday. Click, click, click. Now Breeze. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 1st down, Breeze. And his throw here is incomplete. The tight end, Josh Hill, was the target. And now it's 2nd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Here's Breeze, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Breeze to throw again. That's caught. It's Thomas. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They come out here in the eye. They'll run for it with Peterson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. On second down, here's Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. John Kuhn as the first half is winding down. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. That'll bring up second down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before break here. Goff forced out to his left. He's got him in. Complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. So we have reached. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for L.A. 56 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. Defense likely bringing pressure here. 3rd and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now Breeze throwing on second down. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Alec Ogletree in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And that is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Now gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 2nd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
Now, that's just a head-scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. And this is taken at the 23. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it's the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Throw left side complete. That's Austin. Touchdown, LA! Tavon Austin. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Rams defense, we watched them get set to go. They were able to force that 3 and out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3 and outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans 1st.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans 1st. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run with Peterson. And And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Adrian Peterson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints move back within a couple of the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
Elsewhere, a third-quarter score. And the Cardinals have scored. That one's been interesting. They retake the lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, Goff. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Goff now to throw. He's going to, and this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, LA! Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Rams add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints coming out now to take the field. Breeze now on first down. Snead's got it. Still going. They can't stop him. Willie Snead all alone. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Willie Snead with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Coming into the year, Breeze, 465 touchdown passes. Add another one to the total.
You know, it's funny. I just talked with his college head coach, and he told me that when Drew was a sophomore at Purdue, they weren't sure he was truly the starter, even though he started the opening game. And he made a play early in that one where the coach got on the headset and told the rest of the staff, well, fellas, we found our quarterback. Now we got to make sure we find the rest of our team.
Breeze hasn't looked back since. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, this is by Thema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
try and run for it with Brown. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And this is caught at the 8. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll give it here to Brown. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a
breakaway for Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 81 yards. And the Saints are back within a score.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun. Gone. Man open. It's Cup. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Second down following the run. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be third down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter down in Arizona. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd down and 12. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for L.A., they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.